Hello YouTube. I am back with episode 3. If it's different, I'm in my room. I made a video earlier in my car, which were my last background in my other 2 videos, but I just did not feel confident and didn't like what I put out. I went in my book and I wrote some notes down instead of thinking off the top of my head. We're kind of gonna break down what bulking, cutting, a calorie deficit is, so you guys kind of have an idea of where to start. When I started, I always thought like I couldn't really eat or had to eat really small portions or starve myself because I was like, oh, everyone says everything's bad, carbs are bad, so that means I can't even eat potatoes, I can't even eat rice, pasta's bad, like I'll just give up bread. I didn't really expand my food palette. Like, I was good with my chicken. Like, I was a very big chicken and rice girl. Still am. Always will be. Love my chicken. But I didn't know what else to involve. So I was like, okay, all I know is oatmeal and chicken and rice. That's it. I didn't know what else to eat. So that's the only things, like, I would make in the day. And then eggs. But I was like, I need, like, this is not fun. I'm not happy. I'm not living. I don't like what I'm eating. So I went on Instagram. And I just looked up a bunch of healthy foods. And if I remember, I will tag like a few people that I strictly go off of just because I love their content. I love their videos. Your body is a car. And your car needs fuel to run. If you don't have fuel, if you don't have gas, you're not going anywhere. So I kind of am going to break down what is the point of tracking your calories and what is a calorie deficit. It's the exact amount of calories your body needs to intake in order to lose weight. The less food you eat, the more your body starts to go off of your fat that's stored up, and that's how people lose weight. I haven't updated my calorie deficit. I probably should. Using a calorie calculator, I went online and it told me that it was 2,300. I could not reach 2,300. So it's always good to get rid of a couple hundred. I got rid of 300. Right now I could probably get rid of 400 or 500, which that was from the 2,300. And that is pretty much my calorie deficit. In the morning, I'll usually have like 2 to 3 eggs, half a cup of cottage cheese, vegetables, and I'll scramble it with eggs. And then sometimes I'll throw in potatoes, like just a thing of potato. I'll have that. Keeps me going through the day, probably 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4. And then for lunch, I'll usually have like, my main carb is rice or potatoes with my lunch. And then it's either chicken, steak, blended broil. My biggest tip while you're cooking and any meal prepping you have, stick to 1 ingredient food. What do I mean by that? As long as it has 1 ingredient in it, that's good. You don't want like processed foods. You don't want additives. So 1 ingredient I mean by is chicken, steak, vegetables, fruits, anything that is in the package alone and it's that food. It's not added to anything. It's not processed. Steak with sweet potatoes. I'll do Brussels sprouts, peppers, onions, things like that. Chicken, rice, vegetables. All of these are 1 ingredients that are going to keep you fuel through the day and very full. Liquid wise, I stick to just water. I'm a very big water person. My 2 supplements that are liquid based is protein powder and my green drink, which is just it's like AG1, but it's not that brand, but it's similar. The brand is called Revive MD. I get the mixed berries flavor. Highly recommend. Very good. If you do not get all your nutrients in from your vegetables, that is my go-to. All right, we're gonna talk about cutting and bulking. Now, cutting is, like I said, calorie deficit. That's where you eat fewer calories than your body needs. Bulking is where you eat above your calories. What is the reason people bulk? You're gaining more weight, So when they're building muscle, they're going to get bigger. And then when they cut, their muscles, their body, they're going to be very defined, very jacked. When you bulking and you're lifting, you're basically, your muscles grow and get bigger. Then once you're at the point where you've gotten to where you want to get, then you start cutting. They're going to be more defined in your physique. Most of my accomplishments were because of my calorie deficit and disciplined consistency. Forming habits in the beginning is going to be very rough. It's going to be a huge change in your lifestyle. You have to accept that your lifestyle, your life changes. You as a person are going to change. It's going to be very hard saying no to sweets, to saying no to not good food, to saying no to going out, to saying no to drinking. I'm not saying cold turkey this because, you know, like, I get it, it's life, like, it's gonna suck. You are going to be surrounded by these habits that you want to continue going down the path, going to be around these habits that you're trying to get away from, that are not making you where you want to be. Like, if this is what you really want, you're gonna have to put the work in. As much as it sucks not going out on the weekends and not eating at restaurants, and your free time, you get to go home and relax, or just don't really have to do anything. Your free time is basically going to be taken up by going to the gym, cooking, self-evaluating. If you see on social media, you're gonna be the boring friend because you go to work, you go at schoolwork, you go to the gym, you cook. If people are religious, they'll do their devotions. You're basically going to have to decide whether you want a better life or you want to keep living the same life. I got to a point where I couldn't keep looking at myself in the mirror. I was not happy with anything in my life. I went through a pretty few rough changes, and I just couldn't do it. Like, it was either that or I was just going to be a bum and let life ruin me. Once you get a taste of winning in life, it could be like a small percent, but once you get the taste of success, winning, you don't like the feeling of losing. So if you don't like the feeling of losing, that means you want to keep winning. I want to keep winning. I feel like I've won a good amount of battles. I am not done. I don't like taking breaks. I don't like relaxing. Days that I don't have anything on my schedule is very rare, just because I can't not do something. On my rest days, which is just Wednesdays right now, I can't not rest. Like, I'm doing like an active rest day. I am walking, I'm on my bike, I'm doing something. I don't like not doing anything. And I think I've formed that habit of continuously adding to my schedule activity-wise. Just don't like not doing something active. If I miss the gym or if it's off my schedule, I like kind of go crazy. Just like a nice getaway. I can let anything out at the gym, working on myself. But I have big goals that I want to accomplish, and everything's going to start in the gym. Once you're out of the gym, everything will start once you eat right. Once you eat right, you're going to feel amazing. Your sleep is going to get better. Everything on the outside will change. It is not fun in the beginning. It is hard. But like I said before, you're going to have to put your priorities straight. You're going to have to say goodbye to alcohol, sweets, all the bad things that we love, you're going to have to say goodbye to. No, it is not easy. Yes, it will suck, but the outcome is amazing. I honestly would not trade where I'm at right now to go back to what I was before. I'm sure in the next 4 to 5 months, I will come back and be like, guys, I learned something new. Like, don't do this and that. And you guys are gonna learn with me. So that's very exciting. Start with small goals. All of this happened because there was a Jersey Girl triathlon. I live in New Jersey. There was a triathlon. It was in Sandy Hook. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, why would I do that? That's why would you even ask me? That's so stupid. And I was like, okay, well, I'll train. I'm not setting up. I'll train and see how I feel. So I was training. I was doing biking, running. Where I work, there is personal trainers. So I was asking them to help out. Like, how do I run? What do I need to run? So they were very helpful. I appreciate them taking their time out of their day to help me. Did I run the whole thing? No, I did not. I did not. I'm not gonna lie. I did it. I did the race. I didn't do the triathlon. I did the duathlon, where instead of swimming, you just run instead. This year, I'm going to swim because I will not run again like that. If I'm gonna be honest, completely honest, pain. I want to cry. I know it doesn't sound like, it sounds so like, oh, like what, but we all start somewhere. I did not train as hard as I wanted to, but you know, I give myself leeway because I'm like, that's like the first ever thing ever like I've done automatically into a dualathon. I was like, okay, give myself a break. Like, this is a lot. So this year, I'm going to try to do that again and a few more races. I was saying before, that's where everything all started. Once I finished, it was kind of like I was hungry for more. And I was like, okay, like, what else can I do? That turned into a snowball of running, biking, and then that turned into lifting. I was very hesitant about getting a gym membership. I was scared. I did not want to waste the money, and it's $70 a month. That's a fucking lot of money. It's not cheap. But then my cousin was like, it is an investment in your health. And I was like, you know, all right, I love myself enough to push myself through a race. Let's see if I'll put myself up to the test. It's a year-long contract that I have to pay, and after a year, like, then I can decide if I don't want to continue. And I was it took me months, like 2 to 3 months to be like, all right, fine, I'll buy the membership. I felt like crap. I was like, this is insane. I go 4 to 6 days a week to my gym. The progress I have made is outstanding. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'm like, I can't believe who I am. Something just took over my body and then was like, here on out, we're just going to be better. We're going to change our life. We're going to change our attitude. We're going to change our body. And I mean, I just am very happy with where I am. There is still more that I need to continue. I kind of wish that I vlogged or recorded everything in the beginning. I have pictures, but it's not, you know, it's not like updates. That's what I'm doing now. So the reason I am continuing making videos to show everyone that it is not easy. Is it rewarding? Yes. The only relationship that you will most likely ever have for putting work in and getting what you receive out is the gym. It is what you eat. It is what you do activity-wise. What you put in is what you get out. If you half-ass it and wonder why you're not losing weight, you just got your answer, because you're half-assing. If you put the work in, you're eating right, you're fueling your body, you're, you know, not eating sugar, eating the right things, not going out, it's gonna suck, but you are going to have the life that you've always wanted. Having that life comes with its perks. I'm not going to tell you what perks they are because everyone has different perks. You will notice better things happening to you. Good things will come your way. Good things are coming my way and still have been coming my way. Sometimes we all need a little help to get to where we want, and that is perfectly okay. Do not be scared to ask for help. Do not. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. Thankfully, my cousin has been by my side this whole time. I give him all the props that he has. He started his fitness journey, I think, in high school, and he's still going. He did this by himself. Dude's like 6'5", has gigantic muscles, and he did this all by himself. So having him on my side, I truly don't know where I would be if I didn't have him. He's the one who introduced me to the gym. I met a lot of people from him. I learned a lot from him. I am very grateful for him. I don't say it enough to him. A lot of people don't have someone to push them. I am beyond grateful that he is pushing me. Thank you, Kyle. You truly changed my life around. I don't care what people say. Yes, I did work for what I have, but if it was not for you, I truly don't think I'd be here where I am right now. So you are one special man, and I love you for that. But overall, this whole video, if you finish the video, I just want one thing taken from it, is that you can do this. You see progress. If you put your mind to it and you change your life, the life will change for you. Please trust yourself, trust your future, have faith, and see where things go. It is not going to happen overnight. My biggest quote that really also drilled into my head as to why I keep going, why I keep saying discipline. Like, you can have motivation, but if you do not have discipline, you don't have anything. There was a quote that changed my perspective on a lot of the gym stuff, and it is, pain from discipline is better than pain from regret. You're going to feel regret waking up with that hangover. You will feel regret from eating several slices of cake. You're going to feel regret from not being consistent with your diet. You're going to feel regret for not doing the things that you know you shouldn't do. You are going to feel so good about yourself when you slowly earn your own little rewards. You set up goals in your head. You earn those goals. You're going to feel amazing. If you, like I said, eat that cupcake, eat the cake, you're going to regret it a few days after, because it's going to show. I know it sounds really shitty and mean, but honesty is priceless. People are going to believe in you based off your actions rather than words. Hopefully, you get the life that you deserve from what you put in. If you guys have questions, if you have comments, anything, please comment. You can follow my Instagram, which is Anna Shangren, same as TikTok. Please support your local girl. We're gonna try to get on YouTube 50 followers. That's a lot of followers. It's not, but it is for me. So, like I said, stick to a plan and your life will change. Remember, pain from discipline is better than pain from regret. Have a wonderful night, you sexy people.